Imagine yourself at 7 years old. You are sitting in a church pew, your little hands clasped tightly on your knees as the pastor talks about hell. His words are strong, cutting like sharp blades. He says that those who doubt will burn forever. You look around. The adults nod. No one questions you. You feel a lump in your throat. What if you have doubts? Is all lost? Your little heart races and you promise yourself never to doubt, never to question, just to believe. Now fast forward in time. You are an adult. You live your life following the rules you learned as a child. You pray, you fear, you blame yourself for every thought that might be wrong. But one day, a question pops into your mind. What if this is all a lie? Your body reacts as if it were in real danger. Your heart races, your breath becomes shallow. You try to push the doubt away, but it persists, whispering in the back of your mind. What if this is not the truth? What if everything you've learned since you were a child is nothing more than a story invented to control you? You search for answers. You read books. You talk to people who have also questioned. You discover that there are thousands of religions in the world, each one claiming to be the only true one. You discover that the concept of hell did not exist in the earliest scriptures, that it was an invention used to manipulate believers. You discover that fear has been used as a tool of control for centuries. You meet philosophers, scientists, scholars, and ordinary people who have gone through the same journey of doubt. You discover that the first records of deities appeared in civilizations that tried to explain thunder, death, love, and birth. Gods were created to answer the inexplicable. But what happens when human knowledge begins to explain that which was previously attributed to the divine? Think about it. How many religious dogmas have resisted the advance of science? For centuries, it was believed that the sun revolved around the earth. It was heresy to say otherwise. But the truth won out. Science has shown us we were wrong. And the same goes for other absolute truths we have been taught. Does faith depend on ignorance? If there are so many religions, so many sacred truths, so many conflicting promises of salvation, how can we be sure which one, if any, is right? And what's more, why is simple doubt considered a sin? Why would a loving God eternally condemn someone who simply wanted to better understand the world in which they live? You see that doubt is not the end of faith. It is the beginning of wisdom. It is wisdom that drives human progress. It is what got us out of caves, took us to the moon, and allowed us to talk to people on the other side of the planet with a click of a button. But in the realm of faith, doubt is still seen as a threat. Why? Maybe because those who hold power fear losing it. Maybe because blind faith maintains structures that benefit a few, while imprisoning many. Maybe because thinking for yourself is the greatest act of freedom you can commit, and deep down you begin to realize the doubt that you were taught to fear may be the path to freedom. Have you ever wondered, why does God never appear clearly, directly, unequivocally? Why does he only speak through ancient books, human interpretations, dreams, or vague feelings? If he is all-powerful, couldn't he simply present himself universally to all human beings at the same time? Wouldn't that be fairer than expecting people to believe based on faith, tradition, or fear? After all, what is easier? To teach a child to believe without question? Or to encourage them to think for themselves and still find something worthy of faith? If a God exists, Does he really need you to fear in order to obey him? Does he need prayers repeated mechanically? Sacrifices? Rules imposed thousands of years ago? Or is God, if he exists, beyond all this? And the real sin is not seeking to understand. What if it's all a lie, not to destroy your faith, but so that you can rebuild it, based on something you chose that you thought that you felt? Now it's up to you. If you've come this far, perhaps doubt has already planted a seed, and perhaps this will be the greatest liberation of your life. Write in the comments, do you believe in God? Why? Are you sure? Or are you just afraid of not believing?